Imagine buying your dream house, and within 28 days running for your life, leaving everything behind. Money, jewelry, even the lights still on. This is not a movie. This is not fiction. And the people who investigated The Conjuring say this house was far worse. This house has the exact same story, but this house is 10 times more terrifying than the one shown in The Conjuring. Before we begin, if you enjoy horror, mysterious, and historical stories like this, make sure to subscribe to the channel. The house at 112 Ocean Avenue. This story begins in New York City, in a small town called Amityville. The house was located at 112 Ocean Avenue. The image you see on your screen is that very house. But before we get into the horror, let me tell you the background, because this is where everything truly begins. If this incident had never happened, the house would never have become haunted. The house was built around 1924. From 1924 to 1974, many families lived there, and all of them lived normal, happy lives. Nothing strange, nothing disturbing, until 1974. The DeFeo murders. In 1974, the DeFeo family lived in that house. There were 7 people in total. One night changed everything. On November 13, 1974, around 3:15 a.m., the eldest son, Ronald DeFeo Jr., also known as Butch, murdered his parents and 4 siblings while they slept. No one survived. A few days later, Butch went to the police and confessed. But there was something disturbing about his confession. He said, "I didn't do it. Something else did it through me. I heard voices in the house. They made me do it." In court, the question arose, was he mentally ill? After evaluations, doctors confirmed he was mentally fit. The court found him guilty, and he was sentenced to life imprisonment, where he remains to this day. The house was now empty. The Lutz family moves in. In December 1975, exactly 1 year later, a new family moved in, the Lutz family. George and Kathy Lutz, along with their 3 children, bought the house. They were not informed about the murders. Only after moving in were they told that people had died there, but not how brutally. Despite the low price, they moved in. They stayed for only 28 days. The first signs. From the very first day, the children noticed something strange. The house was unnaturally cold, even when the weather wasn't. A strong, foul smell filled every room. They cleaned the entire house, checked the sewage, the pipes, everything. The smell never left. Jody. 7 days later, the real horror began. Their youngest daughter, Missy, kept saying she was playing with her imaginary friend named Jody, but there were no children nearby. She spoke about Jody constantly. "Jody told me this. I'm going to play with Jody." Her parents ignored it, assuming it was imagination. Then something happened to their youngest son, Daniel. Late one night, while washing his hands, he saw a figure beside him. When he described it the next morning, it didn't sound human. The house comes alive doors opened and closed on their own. Objects moved. George began having terrifying dreams, especially about his children being harmed. After the 15th day, Kathy felt someone run behind her in the kitchen. No one was there. From that night onward, the house never felt empty. Even when alone, they felt breathing. Footsteps, whispers inside the walls. The breaking point. By the 20th day, things became unbearable. Blood-like stains appeared. Food vanished. The house felt crowded like dozens of unseen people lived there. Missy kept saying, "Jody is doing this." On the 28th night, everything crossed the limit. In the middle of the night, they grabbed their children and fled. They left behind money, jewelry, all valuables. The lights were still on. They never returned. The Warrens' investigation. Eventually, the Warren couple were called in. At first, they suspected exaggeration, but during the investigation, they installed cameras throughout the house. One photograph changed everything. In it, A child's face appeared, believed to be one of the murdered DeFeo children. The Warrens confirmed. The Lutz family was not lying. The house contained demonic energy. The events were connected to the 1974 murders. They warned, this house should never be sold again. That warning was ignored. Aftermath. Years later, another family moved in. They left within 15 days, claiming to see a small girl and multiple spirits. Recently, the house reportedly sold for $1.43 million. The current residents refuse all media interviews. Final words. You can remove people from a house, you can remove memories, but spirits don't leave. They wait, and when someone steps inside again, they welcome them back. Thank you if you watch it till end and subscribe if you like it.